Nkọjọ manikelegi.
The
Anyị
people
wee
that are here
na-aja
everywhere
ya
they
mma,
go.
wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị. N'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha. Ha wee chekwa ala
When
nsọ
he
gị
was at
Biafra
the
onye ụmụ na
background,
Chineke na ihe
every
kwuru anyị
time,
nkwa.
he
Na o
wants this,
mekataghị
he
ka
wants
ndị iro wee
this,
were ala nsọ Biafra onye ụmụ na Chineke na nke
But now, okay,
agbanyeghị
they
atụmatụ
come out
ọjọọ
to
niile nke
preach
ndị
Oya
iro
today. Now
ma
we
ndị
see
na-agba
here.
agbụgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye ụmụ na Chineke nna
Don't you
ihere bụ
think
nke
that
ndị
there's
etu a n'ụbọchị
something,
nketa anyị wee
there's
na-eto gị
something going on,
wee
there's
na-asị onye
something
nwe anyị na
regular
Chineke nna nke pụrụ m
this
ihe
man?
niile onye ọ bụ naanị ya
He says he's
na-azọpụta
trying to, he wants to
onye ọ bụ
educate
naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen
I
anyị wee
say
na-asị
some of
eze ebube
your
dị
own
ngọzi
people,
nọrọ ụtụtụ na ịja mma na
the reason
nsọpụrụ site
sometimes our
n'ebighị ebi ma
reasoning
ruo n'ebighị ebi
everywhere, it doesn't matter.
ise
Most of
ise
Igbo people, both the reasoning capacity remains. How can you initiate a
Hello,
negotiation
thank you for
for
joining us here
a
on
high
Radio
profile
Biafra
case
this
that,
beautiful morning. So I say
that
good morning, good
is for
afternoon,
public
and good night, depending on where you are joining us from.
As in Nnamdi Kanu is represented
Today
by
is the
indigenous people of
the
Biafra.
24th
And
day,
you don't
excuse
even talk
me,
with
of
the
June
leadership of the indigenous
2024.
people of Biafra. You just want
And
to
the time now is 3 minutes
out
past the
the
hour
paper
of
in the
5
court.
in the holy and
As
blessed land
they
of
hammer
Biafra.
you,
Therefore,
Yabin
it is
Tanyako,
time for
to say that what you
sunrise
are saying is
on
untrue.
Radio
Both
Biafra
things you
London.
prove.
My
We
name is
know
Mazi Sochima,
the whole
and
report of
it is
everything.
an absolute pleasure
Everything.
to be with you
It was
here
not video.
every
Okay, no touch you men on Harie. Okay, now I go for negotiation. Who negotiating? Do you think Kai go one years you in a fight freedom fighting like this? Do you think that when you you initiate a negotiation, now Nigerian government will tell you, say, okay, the caliphate, Nigerian caliphate, we tell you, say, okay, oh yeah, now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, oh yeah, go. No condition. So, but don't go and don't do this again, just like that. And you're happy I come. No. It is either Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lead the negotiation for Biafra referendum, or he's compromised. These two things, and there is no middle ground. No. There is no middle ground. So that, I said it the other day, our sentiments, many of our people think with their sentiments, or blocked, their thinking faculty is blocked with emotions. You study the histories of freedom fighting. Why do you think they wanted to kill our leader? 2017. He was granted bail, but still, they didn't even want to let him come to court in Abuja. Now they hunt him to kill him, for you to understand the severity of what we are in. Now they kidnap him, rendition him from Kenya, disobey the court order in the glares of the whole world. Are you hearing me? Now, one judge and bail lawyer come and say he want to negotiate. What do you think he want to negotiate? He pressure his client to stop this thing, disassociate yourself from IPOB, ask for apology inside there, and sign that you are not going to never. And they will be monitoring you. They will assign to you where you are going to stay. What does it mean? It's total forfeiture of the struggle. That is what it means. Now they will give you the blueprint of how you are going to be doing the struggle. Like Owazirike. And people gonna check even against our people that will come to attack you. That is what it means. Or do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us common sense? Reason. Just forget about what they say or what this person say. Just sit down and reason. In a situation like this, in Nigerian government, that okay, you think that just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like that, neutrally, he will come out, Ejimako will negotiate. Followed with Hanez Ndibo, I can negotiate to say, oh, yeah, potangwa, okay, go out, no problem. It is two things. Capital letter, two things. If you want to come out, sign here that you are not going to disturb the issue. Disturb the peace with your Biafra agitation. Now you have to deal with the structure you have instituted, the DOS, number one. Deal with them in a diplomatic manner to dislodge them. These are the things that will be in case of this so-called unquote unquote negotiation. These are the conditions that they will want him to meet, because now another area, if they've of which it's I even till the world end, I cannot believe it. Mazi Nnamdi cannot question him. But I'm giving you some scenarios for people that are there. No, negotiation. Do you think negotiation is just like is abandon this you are doing? We are not telling you just to abandon complete. We are going to give you leeway. When you come out, you first of all deal with the structure, the DOS. Now, so that everything scatter and people will still be on your side. You understand? You don't know under what condition. We keep on shouting it here. The advantage we have now is we have the media. During Asari Dokubo own time of fighting in Niger Delta, no media. They just carry people, recruit, or go and fight. No media war is far more potent than guns and bullets. Far, far, far more. It helps. Guns and bullets are potent, but the media, once you have media preponderance, is far, far more potent. Are you hearing me? These are the things that we are lacked. Asari Dokubo tried, and now nothing. He ended up where you see him today, after going to jail. Wazirike the same thing. He tried, no media. Are you hearing me? But this time around, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he studied why others failed, and we have caught up with the whole thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu therefore now put the pillar of build IPOB on to the pillar of people in diaspora. Do you hear me? Okay, bribe onye no in Australia. What of onye no na America? What of ndị juru na Europe? What of in Africa? What of a different part? So you are Air Force is in futility. You want to bribe or you want to hunt? No, it's impossible. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu build first of all the media and build the pillar of IPOB on people in the diaspora, so that you cannot even get any of them. Talk less of say you want to this and influence. Nothing. Do you see why IPOB is indestructible? Do you see that? Do you see how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created a monster? According to that pastor, dialogue now, that he saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a puppy, innocent puppy, but behind him we are monsters, different types of monstrous animals, the jackals, dinosaurs, hungry lions. That's it. So even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop IPOB again. He cannot. Never. He's above one individual now. Are you hearing me? So that is it. That is my joy. We must continue tormenting Nigeria until Biafra is restored, until we are accorded a referendum. That is where we stand. So that is it. So we must continue. That is why I say we must guard this struggle with the last drop of our blood. Do you understand what I'm saying? With the last drop of our blood. That is it. Therefore, as I said, this is our rallying point. Radio Biafra, Eba Hakobitro, this is where we worship, our gathering point. Ask yourself since 1970, what has been our rallying point as Biafrans, as Igbo people? Nothing. Until the coming of IPOB. Nothing. We had no single rallying point, no philosophy that guides us together. Is it our culture, Omenala? Which church you have bastardized, demonized, and you own a bruise Bible? Now, I call it. What? Okay, is it the religion they brought to us? Is it under it our rallying point where we are united? Okay, in one street you have 20 churches, street of maybe 1 kilometer. You have 20, 30 different churches. Everybody talking, discriminating against each other. So that is not our rallying point. Okay, are you telling me about Ohaneze Ndibo? Oh, these sellouts that even they want our people to be carved into casino. They want Igbo communities to be called not. They want us to be shrinked. Look at how they are. Some of them that have no sense of politics. They are talking about the creation of another state, and you see some people because of their selfishness, extreme Neanderthal selfishness, primitive selfishness. They are talking about a lost state, whereas instead of gathering momentum for Anioma that was being carved into South, to come out and join their people in the so-called Southeast. This is politics of collective interest. They don't see it. What matters to them is, I lost it. I'm going to be the governor. Who is going to be the governor of Olo? They have shared it. Now we must fight to get Olo State so that we be. It doesn't matter. Carve out, even sell. What do you call it? Ohaji Egbema. Put it in South Side. Doesn't matter. Just get that is but that primitive selfishness. Not only selfishness, primitive. Hunter, the element selfishness. The element, any person that has no structure on human race. He who has power, he who can gather as much, he takes all. You see an early man gathering mango for himself, where mangoes full. He will gather mango, even they are rotten. He sit down on it. He cannot even finish 100 of it, but he is there. Others will be hungry, but because he's powerful, he has power. If you venture take one that is even rotten, he will take stone and break and squash your head and you die. That is early men, the Neanderthals, hunter gatherers, their type of selfishness. Are you hearing me? You leave it there, let it spoil. That is that type of selfishness that is being exhibited by some Igbo politicians or many of our politicians. They don't care about the larger view, the larger picture. What matters to them is that smaller view of now they will be in control of let there be a low state. I will be in control of it. I will be the governor. They will build the capital. I will vie. The capital will be in my village so that we build that place. They don't care about the larger picture of how it's going to affect us as a people. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Do you see where we shout here? To rescue ourselves from this type of mentality. Instead of saying, okay, we have Igbos that are in other places carved. Look at how smartly that the proponent of the region, the Yoruba man. Look at how smartly he proposed that the 6 southwestern states now will be a region, including Yoruba speaking people in Kogi. Do you see? But now he came and because they know that with the Igbo people, give them money, instead they kill themselves. They will agree now. Just once you share money, they agree. They don't care about what happens, the larger picture. What matters to them is that smaller view, that thing they will gain. As long as, even if to our overall detriment, but as long as he will gain in charge, he will gain it, he will benefit it, he will make money out of it. He doesn't care. Do you see what is worrying us? I ask this question also again. What has been our rallying point since 1970? Nothing. We had nothing, no rallying point, no philosophy guiding us as a people, no uniting factor, nothing. Everybody go and do. Okay, is it our language, Igbo language? Igbo language that you see people that are in Owerri, a family in Owerri, they don't teach their children Igbo. Do you see that? Now talk less of Igbo people living in Owerri. They don't teach their children Igbo. They speak English because maybe that the language is satanic. Maybe is what they are being taught inside church. Now, what is our rallying point? Okay, is it Omunna meeting? Omunna meeting in different parts of the world. Do you know that the whole Omunna meeting, Igbo meeting, they don't have central command. Anywhere you find yourself, any country they have their Igbo meeting, and that is their sphere of view. Those in, for example, those in UK, the Igbo meeting in UK, they don't have a connection, formal. I'm talking of formal connection with the Australian Igbo meeting. Those in Australian Igbo meeting, they don't have a formal connection with those in Mozambique, Igbo meeting in Mozambique. You know, different countries. Everywhere you see Ezendi Igbo na South or na Johannesburg, Ezendi Igbo na Zaragoza, you know, Ezendi Igbo na Edmonton, Canada. No formal connection of central command that unites us and galvanizes us together. Okay. You know, nothing. And you think, how do you think that such type of people can survive as a race? How? Just tell me how. I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. You have Igbo organizations, Omonna, Olo Town Union, you know, na Canary Island. They don't have Olo Town Union. They don't have formal contact with Olo Town Union in say Morocco. No. They don't have with any other country of the world. No formal union, because they are afraid that if who is going to be on top, who is going to be the chief. Yeah, you have Ezendibo, so who is going to be, if they start say, let us come together, the whole world of Igbo Union, let us come together. The question will be, who is going to be the chief? Who is going to be the chief? The overall chief. That is the problem, and that makes everybody do your own thing. No contact, do your own thing. Now, any country you enter, you see Igbo meeting. They don't have any contact whatsoever with any other country. Do you think we would have survived as a race? The answer is no. It's only IPOB that has central command, and that is why we say kudos to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did what no other person could have done or has done. He put IPOB is one family. It doesn't matter where. IPOB in New Zealand, you know, one family, anything that happens to IPOB in New Zealand, it will spread all over the world that, oh, look at what IPOB in Montreal, Canada is suffering. So it concerns everybody, every IPOB in the whole world. This is something that no Igbo man has done. Because we are spread, you know, thin, sliced thin. According to how you know we that autonomous people, but we took it to a level, primitive level. No central command. Thereby nothing binds us together. It's IPOB that now binds us together as one family. Any part of the world you are, IPOB, one family. Do you see it? Do you see it? That is why it is our rallying point, Radio Biafra. Are you hearing me? When if IPOB family is being persecuted somewhere in one country, every other country will be alerted, and we will fight as if it touches us. Do you remember when the Ghana government arrested IPOB officials that went on meeting in Ghana? Do you remember that? All hell broke loose all over the world, and the Ghana government left them. Do you see that? They left them because IPOB is one family everywhere, on shake everywhere around the world. Man, look at Ezendi in Lagos. Somebody sent me sometime voicemail, even from jail there. He said he has been forgotten. Only the wife is suffering, and his family, nothing more, nobody. So everybody continues, just like hunter gatherers. If anything happens to one side, no, others continue as if nothing happens. Do you see that? Whereas the Fulani, they are mobilizing. Have you forgotten how many times the Fulani as a tribe, the only tribe that unites themselves? That is advanced civilization. Do you hear me? That is being able to coordinate and unite a whole tribe under one umbrella. They had a meeting in Abuja. Are you hearing it? Unite yourself now. Buhari challenge you, but say go and unite yourself first. Organize yourself first. Can you do that? Who will be the chief? Who will be the president of all? They will drag it and Kuku say, no, let us everybody scatter. Instead, they carry the thing, give to foreigner. Say, foreigner, tishe onye obona. This is hunter-gatherers primitive mentality. But IPOB broke that. IPOB broke that taboo. Are you hearing me? We are under one central command. That is why when IPOB speaks, it has weight. Odayo. Governments listen to us. What the Igbo Congress? What do they? Who listens to them? Who know them? Onye bịa ya tụọ ọnụ ya ọwụ eze ndị ya o jikwa wụrụ nka ya ọwụ nka ihe onye bịa tụọ ọnụ mara his social status, individual, promoting individual. In IPOB we answer Mazi. It doesn't matter what title. Mazi, be you a doctor, an engineer, Mazi. That is who we are. We are trying to change the status quo of the way we reason. That is why we are proud when we talk. Are you hearing me? Ask yourself where you are listening today from South Korea. Igbo Union there, do they even have a neighboring Japan? Do they have a formal contact in neighboring Japan that anything that happens to Igbo Union in South Korea, for example, Ndibo. Now, Japan, others in Japan will demonstrate and start fighting for their brothers in South Korea. Others people in Igbos in Igbo Union in let's say Zimbabwe will be fighting for the injustice being meted to Ndibo, for example, in South Korea. Does it happen? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because we had no canopy before. Nothing. Everybody was sentenced into fight and fend for yourself. Therefore, any country you go, somebody will gather and become the head, and they're making, oh yeah, chief. Oh yeah, and you measure the person with maybe the amount of money he has, the way his business is booming. Oh, Tindibo, you measure people. But IPOB came and broke that yoke. Are you hearing me? So that in our various countries, you can see a coordinator that is commanding. You see people that are more wealthy. I say more wealthy than the coordinator. But they come, they discipline, they sit down. The coordinator will tell you, do this, and the person will do it. When it comes to money or wealth, maybe they are far, far more, or even education. Many are far more educated than the coordinator. In IPOB, we don't count on that. Do you see that? Do you see why we are different? Do you see the way we want to restore Biafra? Do you see that? That is why we are progressing. That is why when we talk, you see people, they say, anything that happened, they start calling, let us hear from IPO. What the IPOB go talk now? What they go? Let us, not them now. But many people, many of us, we want them already made, but you cannot contribute in making it. You don't want to be part and parcel of it. Gwana ndị IPOB ka lekwe nke na-eme na wow, gwana ndị IPOB. Because I work or na anyụ mmamịrị. That is the secret. What the Fulani is doing. They organize the only tribe that organize themselves irrespective of the countries, various countries they belong. They overlooked it. Fulani tribe is the only tribe in Africa that has a standing army for their tribe. And many of those armies are now being sent to Nigeria. That is why you saw on the newspaper, on the news, that many terrorists have crossed to Nigeria through Benin. I will read it. Do you see that? Can you do what they did? Jihadists flooding Nigeria through Benin Republic, according to report. These are Fulani. These are Fulani. All them organization, and organization is it shows advanced civilization. Some people may not understand what I'm saying, but it's true. When as a people, as a race, you are inorganizable, you are primitive. It doesn't matter what talent you have individually. It doesn't matter how you can make money. That is nothing. Without organization, you are nothing. You hear what I'm saying? Without being organized, you will be decimated at any time. Do you hear me? You are not powerful. But the Fulani, you see how they are. The other time they went, the whole Fulani, they gather and have meeting. Or the whole Fulani in Africa. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you be organized like that? But IPOB, we are showing the example. Therefore, this is the rallying point. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Therefore, you say, jihadists flooding Nigeria through Benin Republic. They are dealing with them in Mali. They are dealing with them in Burkina Faso. Now, the soft point, the soft place they are running to, the cheap, weak people, the weak place, they gather them. Remember, former governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed. I have played since last 2 years. I have played his voice several times here on Radio Biafra. That they are gathering Fulani in one fold in Nigeria to come, because they are being dealt with. France, that is their master, supporting them, arming them in Mali, in Burkina Faso. They have been sacked. They have been sacked. So their new heaven, their promised land is Nigeria. Is our land. Ka ọ nọ mara na agwọ esigo n'akịrịka pụta agwọ nọzi n'ime ụlọ. Are you hearing me? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they will come, do you remember? They are entering and they are being facilitated. Where are they heading to? Into Biafra land. Into Biafra land. That is why you have to support what we are doing. You have to support our effort. What we are fighting is highly monstrous. Are you hearing me? They have been sacked. They are being sacked currently from Mali. They are being dealt with in Burkina Faso. So now the West is consoling them with Nigeria. The West is consoling the Fulani jihad. They say, "Oh yeah, enter Nigeria, don't worry, take, because it is on the agenda, on the world agenda. Are you hearing what I'm saying? He serves the West very, very well for the confusion, for the bloodshed that the Fulani is bringing in our land. It serves them. One, Bill Gates agenda of GMO. That is what I was playing. And I will play it again for you to know. When people we mistakenly say, "Yeah, this is Islamization," they want no. It has nothing, it has little to do with Islamization. It is about the world order. Even the Fulani jihadists that we are being used to do this, they don't even know. For them, inside them, oh, Allah is helping them through the Western unbelievers in order to take over Nigeria. Because they saw that Nigeria is a place that is the indigenous people of in that place called Nigeria. They are the most foolish and stupid set of people on earth. That is why a Fulani man wants to, correlate. He brought up, is it a bill that should allow cows to roam around anywhere in Nigeria as citizens, because they are citizens. There is nothing they cannot say, because they know that the indigenous people in Nigeria, they are all stupid. You conquer them. What they need is a little change. Their so-called representative, they are very cheap. Therefore, they have seen every indigenous people in and out in Nigeria. Yeah, they have seen everything. So there is nothing again you can show them. People you can buy with money. People you can buy with a little small thing. They turn against their people. So why can't they introduce a bill to label cows as citizens that have the right to roam anywhere in Nigeria? Where else can they say that? In the Sahel, where in Niger, can Fulani rise up in Niger Republic in their Senate and say no, introduce a bill for they will push that man out and jail him. You don't know? You in Niger Republic, you don't know. You don't know. They trade with caution. Fulani trade. It's only in Nigeria they are bold. They do anyhow they want, because they saw Nigerians, that is the indigenous people in Nigeria, as the most foolish people that are buyable, people that don't have no dignity. Give them money and Charahan Chonche go. They will even sell to you their mother, their father, direct. So why wouldn't they be proud and moving? But IPOB is their graveyard, is their last point. I am telling you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Therefore, you should never joke with what you are doing. IPOB remains the last line of defense. It is not only saying sake. No, it is the reality. IPOB is the last line of defense, and that is why they are fighting very hard. They dish out money to form a bubago. Do you know how many billions of naira a bubago is engulfing? Oh, ask yourself, what is a bubago for? Have you ever heard that a bubago came and arrested or killed the Fulani headsmen, jihadists? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever had it? The answer is no. Who are they hunting? They use them. Use Igbo man to bring down Igbo man. Use Igbo people. Pay them money. Go on's agenda or policy. He said, had it been he knew the Igbos as he know them now, no need. He wouldn't have wasted too much money bringing in even mercenaries from abroad and paying heavy money, sending people to their graves. No. He will distribute a fraction of that money to some Igbos, some Biafrans, and they will do the job for him perfectly well. Kill your people, and you become, because you know why? One of the reasons Gowon said that. Okpa Biasika, he saw, no matter he used Okpa Biasika, but he was surprised how Okpa Biasika could be talking, blocking seeing what the pogrom, the genocide that was going on against Igbos during the Biafran War. Okpa Biasika, because he was being given the honorary, premier of the then East Central State by Gowon, but he was in Lagos. So they sent him. Okpa Biasika was acting. Do you see how this guy in Lagos? What do they call him again? This guy in Lagos now, that's a minister of Gota. What do they? Somebody inbox me the name. What is the name of this man? That is exactly how, when a pure Igbo saboteur, hey, he will do it openly, give him protection, give him wealth, the money he needs. Oh, Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. He become brutal, more brutal to his people than even the Janjaweed. Gowon saw it in Okpa Biasika. Obanaka. He shook his head. He said, these people, this type of people, now wow. So because of money, this man is now blaming his own blood, Igbos like him, that they are the cause of their problem, that they are the aggressors. Chineke kwekwe na ihe ọjọọ. Gowon wee gbanaka si Chineke le. Anywhere Ojukwu send ambassadors, Biafran ambassadors, to go and negotiate, talk to the international community. Gowon will send another Igbo man, Okpa Biasika, there. And he will go and counter everything. Me, I'm an Igbo man. This man, Ojukwu, is a rebel. He's a rebel. People are not dying. Instead, it is the Biafran that we are killing people in Nigeria. He will turn everything upside down. Do it more than even any person can do it. Chineke, go on, we banaka sin na India nyekwem goes goes pimple. I'm telling you honestly. But we must continue because IPOB is changing the status quo. IPOB is changing the status quo. So, as I said, Joey Bokwe, yes, thank you very much, Mazi. Joey Bokwe. That is a typical Igbo saboteur, Okpa Biasika. The way they will turn against their people, as long as he went one choncho, even the foreigner using them, they will surprise and say, this type of people, I never see them before. Children are being bombed, killed, starved to death. He is knowing it, he is seeing it. But because to defend the money they are giving him, he will come to the international community and counter it. Thank you, Mazi. Do you see? So, this is what IPOB is trying to counter. That is why IPOB is our, Radio Biafra is our rallying point. IPOB is one family everywhere, anywhere in the more than 120 countries in this world. One family. Can you boast of where is your community? We have an Anambra community anywhere around, everywhere around the world. But do they gather together as one family, as one people? The answer is no. We have a low town union everywhere in the world. We have Nando. We have the whole communities in Igbo land, in Biafra land. They have everybody, but they don't communicate formally with each other. There is no central command. Do you see the difference? So it amounts to nothing. That is why their agenda is only uniform, that is finished. They are in street year in, year out, year in, year out. Now who so-called people you are respecting as all the people. They are only what matters to them is sewing nice clothes, showcasing their colors during one na Nnewi. Hey, on oh dear, it ends. No political agenda. When I talk about political agenda, not going to be a governor, no. Politics, I mean organization of force as a people. Igbos, Biafrans, no way. It's not in their dictionary. If you want to bring suggest anything concern, they say no, we are not a political. We are not. Don't bring politics here. Now, what is happening to our people in back home? So they say no, we don't want to enter politics. In our whole primitive people, now why do you form unions? Why you when you are in a union, you are already political because that is Igwe. It's organization. Politics is about organization. You understand? What for collective interests. Organizing for collective interests. As Fulani, they organize themselves. Fulani in Sudan, Fulani in Nigeria, Fulani in Benin Republic, in Ghana, in Mali, in Senegal, in Gambia, in Mauritania, everywhere. They are able to overcome that structure, state structure, and organize themselves and be having meeting to discuss their collective interests and agenda. That is why they were able to have Mietiala. Mietiala is a Fulani language. Do you hear me? It's Fula. Mietiala, Cattle Breeders Association. Is when I say that, we should admire them. We learn from them on organization and politics. Do you think it's easy? As you are hearing my voice now, maybe from California, Ndibo in California, do you even have a central Ndibo union in the whole of America? Do you even have that? Talk less of going south to Mexico, going to Jamaica. One of our brothers for a long time I've been looking, maybe he have been worrying me, calling me, telling me that, look, if you come to Kingston, if you come to Jamaica, you will have very rich Igbo people, very rich. But they don't care what we are doing. They don't care about what we are doing. What matters to them is that they are business. And they are very rich. That is what matters to them. That brother, if you are listening to me, please, you inbox me. I have been trying to find, I cannot even register because he wanted me even to have meeting with the Igbo community there in Jamaica. So for you to understand how our people are divided into pieces, everybody is looking for his own. But IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and broke that yoke and formed IPOB worldwide. That is IPOB one family. Why can't you give kudos to who kudos is due? Why? Why won't you do that? That is why IPOB is unbreakable. Anything that happens to any IPOB anywhere in the world, it will be circulated. The whole IPOB will rise up to defend that place. Can you do that? Can you do that as a Igbo Union in Germany? Igbo Union in Las Palmas? Do you care for your people any other place apart from that your little corner you are? Do you care? That is primitivity, primitive character. Oh yeah, primitive, the primitive. People, the primitive. That is it. IPOB, we are here to do what? To civilize our brain. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, during his broadcast, he had been attacking our brain. The way we reason is fundamentally flawed. The way we reason, that is it. That is it. Onye Igbo ya nwete ha make her some money. Yeah, chief. Couldn't call people around him and they in that his little corner. That little sphere. Nothing more. Where is your Mazi any other thing? Apart from that, he don't think higher generally about our collectivity or overall collectivity as a people. That is what IPOB has broken. Look at insecurity. Jihadists flooding Nigeria through Benin Republic. Do you see that? They are coming for the final onslaughts. Are you hearing me? They are coming. They have taken over most part of the north. They are in charge. But you don't know. You don't know. You are moving as a Nigerian. You are moving as a zombie. You don't know. A zombie moving. You don't know. Are you hearing me? Tragedy in Yobe. Gunmen murder policeman set to home ablaze in deadly attack. Now, in Yobe State, in Yobe, they murdered, brutally killed a policeman. Now, what is Nigerian army doing? No, they cannot invade there. Remember, sometime during Lai Mohammed time, they asked him, "Why can't you bomb all these terrorists you call bandits?" He said, "No, no. Remember, you are going to damage bomb will damage the flora and fauna. But as I'm talking to you, they are bombing Okigwe in Imo State. Since how many days? They are destroying our land. They are bombing everywhere indiscriminately in Okigwe. You know that? Why are they doing it? Because no person to talk. If they rise up, they give them money. Say they will blackmail. If you talk, you are not going to be the vice president in 2027. You hear me? I say, sorry, sir. Kill all of them. That is that, when a people in self-destruction, they set our people to the path of self-destruction. We thought that it is the real way. We are happily self-destruction in all politics. Look at some people gallivanting, or lost state. Whereas in the larger picture, if you want to do that, you want to fix another state, is it not common sense? Say, okay, Southeast, we are being confined, and another of our brothers want to join us from outside. Let us forget about this or lost something or lost state. It doesn't mean anything. Let us nabata our people into this so-called people of Anioma. That we every time they say, I'm Delta Igbo, I'm not Igbo, I'm South. Is it not the opportunity? Is it not common sense, for goodness sake? Mana, that Neanderthal hunter gatherers primitive selfishness will not allow them. I think one of our brothers the other time he called. He said, "Hope Uzodinma has cleared the space where they will build the governor's house of Olo State." Do you see how hunter gatherers behave? What matters to them is that thing is for them. What they will get, me. What I don't care every other place. Do you think that without IPOB, Igbo people would have survived for so long? No, I said no. I doubted it. I doubt it that we would have been decimated as a race. I am telling you honestly. It's IPOB that brought out this awakening, renaissance. Look at. They don't care whether Ohaji is being carved into another part. They are shouting, they don't care. Say them and let them, for their political interest, individual political interest. The same way Ohanese allowed the carving out of our Igbo land, part of Igbo land, into Kogi and Benue. They kept quiet. They bribed them, they kept quiet. People that they will kill their people in the north, they will receive money. Not to take, they will receive money and ordered for the bodies to be buried there in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in mass graves. How? Why? Let me say, many of them people that individually heartlessness, or maybe their firstborn son or child, kill them. Say, okay, just to have power. For you to progress politically. What do you think they will do you? For you, somebody will ibu neya, you are nothing in his front. Look at Hope Uzodinma. When you look at Hope Uzodinma, you see that is an old conscienceless criminal. Without repentance, blood is nothing to him, because he's a sibling. So you this type of people will fight for your interests. Do you see what we are fighting? The type of old serpents in these people that we are fighting. Do you see that? Do you think it's easy? Oh, the DOS should do this. Do you think it's easy? We are doing what we are doing is not because it's easy, because it's difficult, but not impossible. That is it. Now, let me look at this news headline I read. Gunmen murder policeman set to home ablaze and in deadly attack in Yobe State. Imagine this is in God, but not impossible. That is it. Now, let me look at this news headline I read. Gunmen murder policeman set to home ablaze and in deadly attack in Yobe State. Imagine this is in order. What didn't you see what he said in our number? The IGP of the Nigerian IGP. Didn't you hear what he said last time? If it means killing, if to bring peace is killing, destroying, killing people in Anambra, so be it. That is the way he put it. He said direct. He said kill. He gave the police officers the whole force say kill. It's only in Biafra land that they have power. But all these things that are happening in Yobe State, they don't see it. Oh, Nigerian security men, we are murder daily. Bandits attack Niger State villages, displace about 600, enforce unpaid farm labor. Do you see? Which means they are in charge. This is 24th June 2024 news. For your information, we are live and direct. Are you hearing me? Bandits, that is Fulani terrorists, those that are coming from everywhere. They attack Niger State villages, displace about 600 people. Do you know that some countries that are going direct war, open warfare, they cannot displace 600 people in a day? But it happens in Nigeria, in Niger State, in part of northern Nigeria. It's not a news. Tinubu did not talk. President of Nigeria did not give a threat that, oh, they are doing this, kill everybody there. No. Let me read it a bit. For you to understand the type of monster we are fighting. About 600 villagers have been displaced following fresh attacks by bandits in Niger State villages. This is Nigeria, central Nigeria, near Abuja. Are you here? Near the capital of Nigeria. In one day. The other day, yesterday, I talked about the news about 2 million. This is Nigeria, central Nigeria, near Abuja. Are you here? Near the capital of Nigeria. In one day. The other day, yesterday, I talked about the news about 2 million. Are you hearing me? We are seeing it in a myopic way. Oh, it's Islamism, Islamization. Oh, yes. No, it is more than that. That's why I want to play this clip. Let me finish reading this a bit. The attackers who have seized the control of local farmland are reportedly forcing the displaced villagers into unpaid labor on their farmland. They take over their farmland and destroy them, take what they want to take, force them. It's them that will harvest it and give it to them unpaid. So they kill the ones they will kill, and others will run away and live in refugee camps in Niger State. Are you hearing me? Do you know the reason? It is on the ongoing agenda. They have found the means in order to deplete African population through technology. GMO, genetically modified organism food. Are you hearing me? Now, let me continue playing the clip which I started during my preamble. It is the same Njemanze. Let me cut it from here, start it from here, please. Listen. The grand agenda, the plan. What is there? Because, we are also one side. Oh, it is Islamization. It is Islam. Hey. But the whole thing, the plan is for both the conqueror, the Fulani conqueror, and the conquered. Everybody. Because food, you are eating food. Listen here. Listen.
by the U.S. Council on Foreign Relations. This was the data they provided to this Boko Haram. They were the people worldwide and perfect this technique. If we do that in the lab by a process we call somatic cell nuclear transfer.
Listen,
that means
please.
to take the egg and then take this Boko Haram. They were the people worldwide and perfect this technique. If we do that in the lab by a process we call somatic cell nuclear transfer.
Listen,
that means
please.
to take the egg and then take nucleus from the diseased person into that egg. That process is a manual process, and it will consume over
We must continue. So I was talking, but my voice was not coming out. I was not paying attention to my dashboard, honestly speaking. I was not paying much attention to my dashboard, but we must continue. I think my voice is coming out now. My voice is coming out now. I cannot fathom what happened. I have been was not paying much attention to my dashboard, but we must continue. I think my voice is coming out now. My voice is coming out now. I cannot fathom what happened. I have been speaking. Understand? So we must continue. It doesn't matter what. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes this thing can be funny. I cannot understand. We just with a disconnect without me knowing anything about it. But we must continue. So as I was saying before, yeah, it's coming now. It's coming out. Mazi, it's coming out. It's coming out. I think my voice is coming out now. We have to confirm it. It's coming out. Yes, it's coming out. I listen to it now. So as I was saying, information is power, and that is what we are giving to you. Are you hearing me? Information is power. Let me give you example. I said it before, but I now know that the voice, it didn't come out. Now, let me give you a primary example. Just primary, very elementary example. If you are, for example, driving from Onitsha to Lagos through Benin, maybe before Benin from Onitsha, almost to Benin, you have kidnappers blocking the road, armed robbers, killing people, taking their properties, taking ransom. You know, you didn't know. You are just driving happily, hoping to reach your destination, which is Lagos. You are driving innocently. You don't know a thing. Of which you didn't know that you can be a victim in the next 1 hour, which can cost your life. Because you are ignorant. You didn't know. But before reaching that place, if you see, maybe you saw a car coming from the opposite side, and that car will be flashing you lights, flashing you heavily until you stop. You stay, stop. He tell you, oh boy, no go. In the next 2 kilometers, bad people are there. They are killed many people. Even I run away. Thank God I run for my life. I escaped. So no go. He give you that. You see, he have given you a very precious information, and only that voice, that information will save you. That information he gave to you is power. You see that? It depends on what you do with that power. You can neglect that power. As a stupid person, you can say, no, nothing mega. I trust myself. I can drive. I can, if I see any of them, I can hit him and go my way. And if you have received the information, it is powerful, but you don't make good use of it. Now you continue moving on. In the next 1 hour, you see that you become surrounded. Maybe they cut a tree or they block the road with a heavy vehicle. There is nothing you can do. You try to turn around, they block you at the back, and they start shooting. You will say, "Oh, had I known?" No, that is, had I known. Now, wow, they told me. Oh, now, wow, oh, Chineke, they told me. Do you see? You had the information, you received it, but you didn't use it very well. That is what many of our people are doing. That is what Nigerians are going through. They can receive information, but they discard it. Now I live. Let me go and be doing waiting. Now God's hands will there. Nothing they happen, and you become victim. Are you hearing me? But once you get that information, and you, as a sound human being, you stopped. You say, "Nah, I no one go. I no one make use my head to experiment." You turn around, turn, and go back to Onitsha. You have saved your life. On reaching to Onitsha, reaching your house, you tune in the television, you'll be hearing news. 50 people were abducted near Benin from Onisha Road. 16 people killed. Ransom is now being demanded. You will say, hey, I would have been one of these people. Do you see how information is powerful? Do you see it? It's a very primary example, layman understand example of it. So these are the information that is coming. I would have been one of these people. Do you see how information is powerful? Do you see it? It's a very primary example, layman understand example of it. So these are the information that is coming with guns and bullets. These people are coming. They are coming. Oh. When they surround our land, that time if you call IPOB, I will tell you, don't you see it? People, hey, what is it? People, instead of making use of that information, instead of analyzing it, you see, it's still in YouTube. Anytime I watch it, I shake head. One man there started asking, I am the one of Diolumbe. I am this, I am that. I have been, do you know, what passport do you come with? Do you see, that is it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them very powerful information, but their stupidity didn't allow them. Their ego didn't allow them to use it properly. You see that? If they are wise people, you know what they would have done? They will pretend as long as it is in the public. They will tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't, I beg, we are not here for that. In the public. But after they call him privately and say, nah, I na okay, remove camera. Don't video anything. Let a between brothers. That is how wise the people behave. In the camera, now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we know how to manage everything. In camera, they say, no, we are Nigerian, we don't want. No, come here, come there. But privately, they call him. One na biko esina bia gwakena yin here. Ke ihe si na emegwa ya wepu camera enwe ihe awo ka anyị kpazie nkata ka anyị nozi n'obi no camera. Hapụga ihe anyị kwuru nya on air, forget. Mana anyị chọrọ akọwara ha ọfụma na ha asịzi oke ke ihe anyị ga-eme ka anyị gba mbọ chọọ ihu ojii oge chide. Do you see how wise people behave? But our people are not wise now. Our people are not wise at all. Our people are not wise. Before you know it, even one of them there will go and meet his Alhaji handler that, oh, you see, these people, they want to finance Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB to start a war. Yeah, we'll go and sell everything. Primitive Neanderthals, honestly speaking. Primitive. Sometimes I say, is up in the book. How? Because treachery have eaten deep into the marrow of some of us. Some Igbo people, Igbo Geziokwu. Treachery. But we must continue what we are doing. Let me continue playing, please. I know I came late, but please bear with me. Sometimes it do happen. Bear with me. Let me continue playing. Doctor, you are hearing the voice of Dr. Njemanze. Who will want Nigeria? Nigerians will react. Kunle on Olawumi, the shadow man, the high-ranking military intelligence officer, he have risked his life, came and talked to Nigerians that Fulani, look at what is happening in Nigeria. We are in a mess. Who took him serious? They have forgotten him. So is it this man, Igbo man, they will listen to? That who we Nigerians are talking to dead bodies? Nigerians are talking to. Is it people you are talking to? Now they have gone into our feeding. That thing you go and buy in market. GMO. It will affect you. Do you see how breast cancer is common in our land today? Do you think it's natural? No, it's not. Do you see how liver problems everywhere in our land, even little children? Do you think it's natural? No, it is not. You are hearing it from there. He's a doctor in neurosurgeon. That is him. He's an authority. So he's talking on first class information. But will Nigerians do anything about it? No. Do you see the reason why people don't even care to fight for black people or Nigerians? Because they don't take you serious. Where they will go before you know they start using it doing content creation. Nothing more. Very serious issue, they will mellow it down and it become a comedy. Continue listening.
Actually locate all the farmers, particularly you could actually locate all. So with this operation and computation with EFC technology, you could actually locate all the farmers, particularly the seed growers, to the nearest meter. They gave over this data to their mercenaries. What does it take to become a Fulani herdsman? Get anybody, put a turban on him, and hand him with an AK-47. And that's what happened. These were not Muslims, these were mercenaries. So they hired them from Libya, from Chad, from Liberia, from Niger Republic, and brought them into Nigeria.
Do you remember when what do you call him? The former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, was saying that even he have gone outside to pay. He have paid the foreigners not to kill Nigerians. Do you remember when Buhari was defending that those killing Nigerians are foreigners? They were desperate. That it was going out of hand that time. They brought them. It was the grand plan for Buhari to come into office. He accepted everything to continue this thing. That is it. But after they were becoming overwhelmed because of that it was going out of hand that time. They brought them. It was the grand plan for Buhari to come into office. He accepted everything to continue this thing. That is it. But after they were becoming overwhelmed because of what they formulated there. This is the giant of Africa. If they need the organ, they look for where there is population of very stupid animals they call human beings in Nigeria. Anything they need, human, they go, Nigeria is a producer now. It's for raw materials. Continue listening.
These are the people you are seeing now causing all this trouble. So they killed Nigerian farmers. When they killed Nigerian farmers, they set up the Biosafety Agency. They set it up and used their own people to man it. And you can see all the people who were Federal Ministry of Finance. Where is she now? She is the Deputy UN President Director.
Do you see how they reward them? Do you see how they rewarded them for for the job well done? Do you see that? Are you hearing? Do you see the mess? The mess we are, the complete mess we are in. We are talking of they are killing us, Islamization. You don't know that there is something bigger, more bigger. You know, when they kill you, when they poison every food you are eating, what are you? You are just a living corpse, zombie. Are you hearing me? He started, if you have listened from the beginning, he started by enumerating what that GMO food can cause. Liver cancer, liver problems, living corpse, zombie. Are you hearing me? He started, if you have listened from the beginning, he started by enumerating what that GMO food can cause. Liver cancer, liver problems, living corpse, zombie. Are you hearing me? He started, if you are listening, if you have listened from the beginning, he started by enumerating what that GMO food can cause: liver cancer, liver problems.
Argument that to stop this law is called the National Health Act. Most of you don't know this, and the populace don't know this, that if you go to any hospital in Nigeria, it is the doctor who says your organ can be taken without your consent. The doctor, the director of that hospital. It was written into the law. And it was written into the law that after 2 years, most of the hospitals that are in Nigeria will be closed. Now, people, you ask me, Prof, I'm just saying, am I just saying this? I was present, physically present at the General Electric headquarters in Abuja when GE executives came down from New York, invited the top leaders of the private healthcare sector, pharmacists, lab scientists, and doctors, and said, headquarters in Abuja. When GE executives came down from New York, invited the top leaders of the private healthcare sector, pharmacists, lab scientists, and doctors, and said, headquarters in Abuja. When GE executives came down from New York, invited the top leaders of the private healthcare sector, pharmacists, lab scientists, and doctors, and said,
Okay, I think I'm back, please. What I was saying before, because I will rush through this, I will stop here, please. I don't know why this thing is going off and on. What is the problem? I don't know. Sometimes you cannot understand, but we must continue. It will not discourage me, never. This attack will never stop me. It will never stop us. We are diehards. So, bear with me for this epileptic, this thing, I don't know. But we must continue. I think my voice is back. Now, do you see the reason this man in Jemanze is an Igbo man? Do you see one of the main reasons the Europeans, Britain, don't like us? Because we must blow, we have conscience. It's not once you plan some things that are against our people, at least you must get, if we will 10 Igbo man, at least even two, we come out and say, no, this thing is evil. Do you see the reason why our Conquer is not taken by the Europeans into their lodge? Will 10 Igbo man, at least even two, we come out and say, no, this thing is evil. Do you see the reason why our Conquer is not taken by the Europeans into their lodge? Do you see? I want you to understand something. This is why they hate us. It's one of the main reasons they hate us, because we hate evil. It's in our DNA. Even if you plan with 100 Igbos, say to kill the black race, this and that, at least a few percent will come out and say, no, I cannot sleep with this. It doesn't matter the money. No, I no agree. He must come and open up. This man, do you think it's only him that know this thing? Many Yoruba, they know. Many Hausas, many other ethnicities, non-Biafran ethnic groups, they are there, they know. But do you think they have the courage to come and expose this? Don't you see how Dora Konyele came up and exposed the death of Yaradua during his time that cost her life. This is our character, our original character. But the Europeans came and compromised us. This is us. This is us. This is this man exposing this thing, everything that no other person have. This thing can take the life of this man. They can kill him with cancer. They can kill him the way they killed Bob Marley. They can poison him through one way or the other. He's even talking from America. But he doesn't care. That is the typical Igbo man. Do you see why they hate us? They said that's why they took Ogboni. The way they killed Bob Marley. They can poison him through one way or the other. He's even talking from America. But he doesn't care. That is the typical Igbo man. Do you see why they hate us? They said that's why they took Ogboni. But no Igbo secret cult is being accepted by the British. Only Ogboni. That is why every time you hear Ogboni, they promoted it. Do you see that? They said that's why they took Ogboni. But no Igbo secret cult is being accepted by the British. Only Ogboni. That is why every time you hear Ogboni, they promoted it. Do you see that? They said that's why they took Ogboni. But no Igbo secret cult is being accepted by the British. Only Ogboni. That is why every time you hear Ogboni, they promoted it. Do you see that? They said that's why they took Ogboni. But no Igbo secret cult is being accepted by the British. Only Ogboni. That is why every time you hear Ogboni, they promoted it. Do you see that? They said that's why they took Ogboni. But no Igbo secret cult is being accepted by the British. Only Ogboni. That is why every time you hear Ogboni, they promoted it. Do you see that? Welcome back. I'm very sorry for this epileptic. Welcome back. I'm very, very sorry for this epileptic. Not sure. Welcome back. I'm very, very sorry for this epileptic. Not sure. Welcome back. I'm very, very sorry for this epileptic. Not sure. Welcome back. I'm very, very sorry for this epileptic. Not sure. to broadcast. I don't know why it is being sabotaged. I don't know what this attack is. I'm saying my connection, every other thing is working. The connection is working. But when it comes to our satellite, please, I'm very, very sorry. I couldn't fathom what really is going on. But, when you are broadcasting, when you are talking and it's not coming out as you want, it makes you sad, heavily sad, honestly. Honestly. I don't know what is happening. But let me see so that I can conclude this broadcast in this way. Let me change to another channel to see. So, as I was saying, the revelations of this man is one of the reasons, it's very huge. Nigerians don't understand. This man is putting his life on a line. This is one of the main reasons Britain never liked the Igbos, because they cannot be, not all will be, accomplices to their conspiracies against their own people. This man in Jemanze speaking is an Igbo man. He is not the only person that know about this as a Nigerian. You have Yorubas there, but they don't talk. They don't talk. Highest thing a Yoruba can do, he will call his people secretly and explain to them secretly. Hausa, they are there. They don't talk. But an Igbo man is exposing everything. He doesn't care about his life. That's why the Europeans, Britain, allowed this Yoruba Oboni. They inculcated it into their mainstream Freemason lodge, leaving no Igbo secret court like secret society like Okonko or Ekbe. Nothing. That's why Oboni is very popular, because the Europeans inculcated it in their lodge, in their Freemason lodge. That is why it is popular today. You see, because they cannot trust Igbo man. There is evil Igbo man can see, he cannot bear it. He will come and expose it and say, no, this is in their lodge, in their Freemason lodge. That is why it is popular today. You see, because they cannot trust Igbo man. There is evil Igbo man can see, he cannot bear it. He will come and expose it and say, no, this is evil. You see, because they cannot trust Igbo man. There is evil Igbo man can see, he cannot bear it. He will come and expose it and say, no, this is evil. Dora Akonyele. Do you remember Dora Akonyele? She paid with her life for exposing the evil plans of the caliphate in Asorok to close up Yaradua's death for 3 months. Yaradua died and they were she paid with her life for exposing the the evil plans of the caliphate in Asorok to close up Yaradua's death for 3 months. Yaradua died and they were the we are encouraging our people to go back to farm. That is the only solution. So that we retain our natural seedlings, please. That is the only solution. I had somebody ask earlier, during the time of one Chineke, let the DOS now control this importation of food from the north, whether they are GMO. How do you, sometimes I say, how do we reason? Please. That is the only solution. I had somebody ask earlier, during the time of one Chineke, let the DOS now control this importation of food from the north, whether they are GMO. How do you, sometimes I say, how do we reason? Instead of depending on money, on looking for money, you look for money, you use it and go and buy poison. And you eat it and you develop sickness and you die. The only way is famine. Do you see? Let me read that place. Let me see. Okay. Nigerian government agency claims teller maize safe for consumption will benefit farmers. That is this is today's news headline. Teller maize is the GMO, Bill Gates Melinda Foundation GMO food. But Nigerian government is now defending it. That is okay. In a bid to quell anxiety, the National Bio Safety Management Agency (NBMA) has assured Nigerians of their safety when consuming teller maize. It's lie. Anywhere you see anything they say teller maize, run no. But they will use it now, grind it, use it for semovita, use it for different things. You will not know. Use it to make breads. You will not know. That is the thing. That is the greater conspiracy. That is the byproduct, the result they are looking. This Boko Haram you are seeing, they destroy natural farmers, they kill farmers and destroy natural seedlings. They are coming in our land. That, destroying farms. It is not something little, it is something huge, organized by the international community, the West, the Western order. So that people will be dying. They don't want us Africans to have population. They want us to be controllable. Little population. Are you hearing it? So, when we tell you about the work of ESN, help contribute in ESN, in helping to facilitate the work of ESN. You don't hear. That is the information. We give you the information, but you don't want to use it to do good things. You discard it. Help here, even if you are not an IPOB member, you can secretly be contributing. Call and contribute for ESN. Do you see the fight we are in? It's just like challenging the world order. The way they want us to be, we say no. ESN, little Biafra, the dots, according to Buhari, is fighting it. Don't you see what we are fighting? Do you see what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents? Do you see the reason why when they go and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they say him, is effort in fertility. Discard IPOB, you cannot get it because they will show him some secrets. You are fighting America. You are fighting the West. It's impossible. They paint everything glim picture for him so that he continue to become afraid. That is what we are in, for your information. If we stop this, we are all dead. Our generations will finish. For your information, we are fighting in order to, redirect the world order. We are fighting not only to save Biafra, but to save black race. I am telling you. Do you see that technology whereby they now can modify crops so that you can eat it, a concoction will eat it, no problem. But when you eat it, black people will start developing different diseases and be dying. Normal food. It is now. These people, that is why we have to update ourselves in technology in order to fight back. in order to be developing what we are using, in order to be food independent. That is it. I'm going to stop here. I will go into a few minutes break and I will open lines for a few people. Please, do not go away. I will be right back. I know that the broadcast was not level, but at least you can listen to it another time. And I hope I will replay it, please. Do not go away. I'll be right back.
Invited the top leaders of the private healthcare sector, pharmacists, lab scientists, and doctors, and said, look, we are ready to pay you any amount for you to leave the health sector. I was sitting down there. And we said, are you mad? So the whole thing ended in a chaos. But we now knew that they said that Bill Gates was going to give us money, and then we will leave the health sector. He will replace the entire health sector with 260 hospitals in the first phase. And the contract has been given to General Electric. So that will tell you the entire reason for all this. And what are they looking for? These, the hospitals they are creating, Nigerians will go there either as organ donors or the egg donors. Because the egg, if you read that law, you will see that they say a gamete is not tissue. So it's not protected. Which is gamete is the origin of all tissue. But if you read that, you will see. If you read that law in section 48 and 51, you will see that your organ can be collected without consent. In section 20, if you come on an emergency, it's declared free. Why do they want to say you should declare free healthcare in emergency? Because if you declare an emergency, so you will be treated free, what will happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, free healthcare in emergency, because if you declare emergency, so you will be treated free, what will happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, and the Kwerimadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should happen is that the doctor can decide to take your organ without your consent. The consent clause can be waived. Look at section 48, And the Ekperemadu said, okay, no, what am I saying? He actually asked the entire press out of the place that they should.
Okay, 32862224 +1 213 32862224 direct line. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 54. I am sorry for the cutting and joining of my broadcast today. I don't know what is happening, but I will check everything later on, please. I try to check, and I'm sure it's not connection, it's not connectivity. It's just something that starts, out of the blue. So I am joined by Mazi, okay. Mazi, okay, foreign, please. Mazi, okay. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Please give us what's happening. Please go on, Mazi.
My beloved brother, good evening. We are going to make it fast because it's a technical issue. Our leader remains Martin and the Kanu members of and we have to appreciate our Lord Kuchukan and the head of the director remains Mazi Chinedu and us to defend that wonderfully well. Men and women of radicals all over the world. I greet all of you this night. I have a brother from Ihamufu and I have a brother from Imo State. We are going to make it very, very brief because of the technical issues here. Please, my brother from Imo State capital, can you hear me? Good evening from here, and let us hear what is happening in the whole of Imo State in general and in Biafra land. Very, very brief. There we sir.
I can hear you loud.
The platform is yours, please.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from here, Biafra land. Ndewo no mo Chineke, all of us of freedom. I remember as one Chineke from Imo State. Ndewo no. First of all, let me appreciate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the archangel of our time. Not forgetting our DOS, Mazi General, you are doing wonderfully well. Thank you very much for giving me the audience. First of all, without wasting of our time, let me go straight to the point. First of all, let me bring the information in the share camp where the Bubagu women that the jihadists in Imo State, the criminal and the Supreme Court governor in Imo State killed their husband without any trace, without any information. So they are now clamoring for them to return their husband to them, or else they will hit the street to make sure that the whole world know what is happening. Instead of the governor to listen to them or to know what is going to do with them, he now go and buy weapons to launch another people, to involve another people, to pay another group, so that they will now do what they are good to do, to kill innocent people in the name of fighting in ESN and fighting unknown gunmen. So they are now, he bought armored vehicle, bought a vehicle and ammunition, and launched another group that they are killing, that are going to start killing innocent people again. And here in Imo State, we are not going to accept that. We are not going to accept that. Honestly, the man has sworn that he is going to kill innocent people in Imo State. It's not going to happen again. Now, the one of the jihadists that they normally use, the one that they call kill and bury, he is now running after his life. Anywhere he is now running. He can no longer stay one place anymore. He can no longer move as usual. He is now afraid because of things that are going to happen. Please let me bring another information. The Fulani herdsmen are now terrorizing our area by their cows. Our women can no longer go to their farm anymore, especially at Ngopala, Opala, Abala, Olakwo, Orata, and Obibiezena, Amako Hubi, which other area that I own? Yes, and along Olo, Mjeri side, they are now terrorizing that area, destroying our crops, doing what they are good to do. Hello, you want to say something?
No,
Okay.
Mazi, go on, but there is an Mbitolo, or what I ask is not in all. There is an Mbitolo. Go on.
That's our Olu Road. We call it Olu Road. Olu Road. That Mbieri is where they are terrorizing more and more. I think this is where I don't know how they are using cows to destroy the crops of our farmland. It's pathetic and it's no longer accepted because Mazi, you people have to do something because we are trying our best to make sure that we chase them away here. Please, we need to put more effort to make sure we eradicate them completely because they are destroying the whole thing that our parents borrowed money to buy corn, to buy maize, to buy everything, buy yam and everything. They are now destroying it completely. It's not normal, honestly. People are now
Yeah,
afraid.
Mazi,
Now, I
they
think
want to the brigade, they're using Fulani to destroy our original crop so that they can introduce GMO, which we are against. Continue. Let us
yes,
round it up.
okay. The medicine that they are injecting on our people, they have suspended it for now. They said they are going to launch it back because we lamented on it. People are now know what they want to do. They stopped the injection of the vaccine, and according to our intel, they said that they are going to start it again. So we are monitoring the situation to know if they try it again, we're going to expose them more and more. Now, another thing is that at Ihiagwa, at the back of Obrinze, those military there, they are kidnapping people there. After they will say they are herdsmen or they are whatever they call it. But those people are military in a mufti, claiming to be Fulani herdsmen, kidnapping people and collecting ransom. Honestly, is the whole that village is now in a shamble. Honestly, the whole of Okolochi, Ihiagwa, Eziobodo, they can no longer sleep again because of kidnapping. The whole that village is now in a shamble. Honestly, the whole of Okolochi, Ihiagwa, Eziobodo, they can no longer sleep again because of kidnapping. The whole that village is now in a shamble. Honestly, the whole of Okolochi, Ihiagwa, Eziobodo, they can no longer sleep again because of kidnapping.
He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big. He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big. He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big. He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big. He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big. He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big. He's nothing to ask anyway because he's just giving reports. It's just like what we are saying is on the big agenda, the big.
On that, like they have like in Morocco, you have Tanja, Casablanca, Rabat, but before they were under one command. You understand? Other states like Tanja, they have coordinators, but only in Rabat you have SND. But SND, all the coordinators is answerable to him. Then, but now you know what happened to Igbo organization now? King Sibak coming. Who will become the leader? Who will become the king? So they broke up into pieces.
Okay, look at, just listen. You are talking about maybe a country, like in Morocco. You are saying, as you are saying, in Morocco, before they had this in under one command. Only in Morocco, different places, Tanja, Casablanca, Marrakesh, all these places. But what about those? Do they have formal connection with their neighboring Algeria or Tunisia? Do they have formal connection?
No.
Whereby if anything happens to Igbo community in, for example, in Tunisia or even in Spain, now Moroccan Igbo this will rise up and help or talk about it. No. It's only everybody that congregated that place, that country, yes, that country, or that even the capital or the city only. At the single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on.
It is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
only. At the single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on.
It is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
only. At the single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on.
It is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
only. At the share on your now.
Yes,
Single,
Mazi.
single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
Which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Only. At the share on your now.
Yes,
Single, single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Only. At the share on your now.
Yes,
Single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Only. At the share on your now.
Yes,
Single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Only. At the share on your now.
Yes,
Single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Only. At the share on your now.
Yes,
Single, everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't
Everywhere, all over the world. Mazi, please go on, go on.
which is a very big problem, Mazi. Even as the local, they organize them. They don't organize them. They don't organize them. They don't
Organization. First of all, is to talk about issues concerning us as a people, not about only merriment or individual things like somebody that lost his parents or lost any sibling. It's part of it anyway, but it's not the main thing. So it's about the talking, it's about, us. Anything that happens to all of us anywhere, it concerns us all. Anything that happens to any of us anywhere, it should concern us all. But our people are viewing it as, oh, don't be politics. Don't talk politics here in this group. Don't talk. Now, what do you want us to talk? It's about organization. It's about organization. What you call politics is about being organized as a people. As I said, the Fulani, they are able to organize themselves into They organize themselves and could be able to hold conferences exclusively for a tribe. But they are the people that will tell you that they are not tribalists. They will see Igbo man and say, you are you are very tribal. But they hold meeting exclusively for Fulani, and Nigerians are watching in Nigeria capital. And I am sure with the funding of Nigerian government, do you see how they manipulate? I will not continue taking calls, please, because today's broadcast, though I will repeat it, I have everything on record. I will repeat it another day. I will replay it, I will replay it. So, we must see that what we are facing is highly, very, very, very monstrous. What we are fighting. They want to use us they want to use black race as experimental guinea pigs. And they are starting in Nigeria. Because they see there is the highest concentration of black people on earth. Nigeria is the highest concentration of black people on earth. I think followed by Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. So they want to turn us into guinea pigs. That thing they used us as slaves before for 500 years is what they want to continue using us, even more worse. Because this time around is in a way that could not catch the eyes. It's not something that is physical. You can see they are using technology now, high tech. So what are we doing? We need to be talking, creating awareness. That is the only thing. Otherwise, we'll be extinct. We become extinct. Let us continue in what we are doing. Support IPOB in any way you can. Support ESN in any way you can, so that we continue until Biafra is restored. I will stop here because of the problem, the technical issues I'm encountering. I will stop here. So Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains our ideology. We had no ideology guiding us before. It is now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through IPOB, has opened our eyes and inserted this ideology that is guiding us all over the world. IPOB remains one family. Whatever touches any IPOB member in one place, in one country, touches all of us. We rise up and fight it. That is the way we are. And that is the type of mentality that we are trying to portray, insert into our people. So that this feeling less concerned, this feeling, no, it doesn't concern me until it touches you. This mentality will die off, will stop, and will become more civilized. Being civilized is being organized, checking on each other, being one family, speaking with one voice, being under one central command, being disciplined. That is civilization. Thank you very much. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra, Emeka Unusi, Biafra Gaimara, Biafra Ganeboso Gamiri, Agaimara, Biafra Ganeboso Gamiri, Biafra Gane, Zombe, Uwapoke, Anijala, Namama. Ona limo kama malombo wana jumo, wasina Biafra natago. Chukwu kika biama, onyagi nonaka, biamerani ye malama. Sampe, Uwapoke, Anijala, Nala namo. Chukwu okike biama onyagi nonaka biamerani ye malama. Sampe Uwapoke Anijala Nala namo. Matakiri owe yaka yenu akafuwa yufu wetu ya. Sampe Uwapoke Anijala Nala namo. Matakiri owe yaka yenu akafuwa yufu wetu ya. Sampe Uwapoke Anijala Nala namo. Matakiri owe yaka yenu akafuwa yufu wetu ya.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening from Abuja, the Nigerian capital. I greet you all, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, the lovers of freedom. My name is Benjamin Madubu. I am an IPOB member. I was part of those that was in detention with our leader Mazi Kanu in Kuje prison, from DSS dungeon to Kuje prison, between 2015 to 2018. That is when I got my freedom. Now, I went to visit our leader today. Finally, I succeeded in meeting him one-on-one. I met the great man, the prophet of our time, the greatest man that God has created in Alibo. That is Nnamdi Kanu. A man of wisdom, a man of integrity. I sat with him today. He blessed me. In fact, I'm happy to receive the blessing from this exceptional human being. I glorify God, the creator of heaven and earth, Chukwu Okike Abiama, for giving us this gift as Onigbo. Nnamdi Kanu is a special gift. Special gift. In the next 100 years, there will be none like him. He's a great man. Upon all the stumbling blocks, today I succeeded in meeting him. I bless today. And I thank our able barrister, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, for making it possible. Today is a new day. Now, I will go to our mother tongue in Igbo language to speak to our people. Makase ndebe anyị soro onye fụrụ ọjị kpara ya nkụ maka na adịghị ọjị kwada. Ọ ihe mere taa. Mela walida nwere anyị kpara ezigbo nkata today. Ọ gwakwana m ebe ya bụ ibu si anyị ya. Ọkwa anyị nwala asịla anyị bụ his followers. Ọkwa anyị nwa le claim la nature of Biafra to liberate our people. Ọkwa anyị nwa ji onye isi. Ọkwa anyị nwa ji onye isi ebe ọ nọ. Ọkwa ndị Igbo ji onye isi ebe ọ nọ. Ke bụ okwu ma gwa unu. Chinela fridge is a reality. Onye nduziri m ozi ka nzi unu. Number 1 bụ ndị na-eji afa ya nwa eme fundraising. Ndị na-use IPOB eme fundraising. Ndị na-use ESL eme fundraising. Onye isi ese ngwa unu kwụsị. Unu kwụsị. Unu emebizili ihe ndị mmadụ ji ọbara ha wee kwụ ụgwọ for past 10 years. Ọ sị m gwa unu, especially ndị ala emesi at home, ndị ala egbu ndebe anyị, ndị a na-ana moto, lee kidnap ndị Igbo, la nara ha ransom, la nara ndị Igbo moto, lee gburisi, lee re bypass. Ọ sị m gwa unu, na unu adịghị work for Biafra. Unu adịghị work for Biafra. Because eze na-agọrị ndị ọlachi ebe ajọ eze. Ị gaghị abịasị n'ịla achọ ndebe, ịla azọ ndebe anyị ndụ. Ị bịa na-egbu ndebe anyị. Ọ sị m gwa unu, na unu commit to go sacrilege, arụ, abomination. If I before the preach na radio Biafra from beginning, ụbọchị ọbụla ọbara onye Igbo gbara ala, I forget ya because of Biafra, I forget ya Biafra. Ọ sị nju unu message rile o nyere unu for 10 years. Ọ pụtara unu aghọta ya bụ message. Kee ka anyị ga-esi mepe ụzọ, mepere ndị iro ụzọ, ndị iro abataba anyị. Na-eme nke sọrọ ha. Onye isi isi ka ngwa unu adịkwa ama ihe ama. La the whole people nọ na detention na DSS headquarters. La ndebe anyị dị 80% in the whole population ihe nọ there. Ka ihe ka ọsọrọ ya. Dozu ji afọ ya atụ asị. Dozu la na moto na-ekenapụ ndị Igbo.